The Poetry Corner. The Poetry Corner. The Poetry Corner. The Poetry Corner.
The Poetry Corner.
The Poetry Corner.
Good afternoon, everybody. Here we're once again, Tuesday, Poetry Corner. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in out there in the Poetry Corner universe, out there in the Poetry Corner world. Tonight we give a special dedication to the last poets. And my selective is Mr. Abiodun Oyewole, who was born Charles Davis, February 1948. He's a poet, teacher, the member of the African American music and spoken word group, The Last Poets, which developed into what is considered to be the first hip-hop group. Critic Jason Akane wrote, with their political charged raps, taught rhythms, dedication to raising African American consciousness, The Last Poets almost single-handedly laid the groundwork for the emergence of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? And Oyewole was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. He moved with his maternal aunt and her new husband at the age of 3 to Queens, New York. And at the age of 15, he attended the Yoruba Temple in Harlem. It was there that he was given a name which he is best known for. As a youth, he was influenced by jazz, gospel music, played by his parents in the poems of Langston Hughes. So right now, we're going to get right into it, one of his poems, which is called The Pledge. I want to be what I can be, to be proud, healthy, and free. I want to say what I know, to help my brothers and sisters grow. I want to feel good about me and blame no one for my misery, because I'll be strong and turn it around. I want to go up and I'm not going down. I want to do what I can do to make all my dreams come true. Remember my past, the good and bad, how I made art even when I was sad. I want to share whatever my gift. And when you are low, I'll give you a lift. I want to share without fear and know that I'm blessed for being here. And I know that you're blessed for being here. And I know that we're blessed for being here. And know that we're blessed. Mr. Abiodun Oyewole. Now, right now, I'm going to pass it over to my co-host, Valerie Lorraine. So let's get this show started, Lorraine.
Hi, welcome everybody. It's so great to be spending time with these artists tonight. Tonight we have Gifted Johnson, we have Delin, we have Blood Brother Mike, and we have Preston, Touchstone One. So we have a wonderful show planned. We're not going to spend a lot of time talking. We're going to get right to them. But do subscribe to our channel, like our channel, and hit the notification button so that you can get notified of all our future shows. We have some great ones planned for you. Now I'd like to bring up Gifted, center stage, and let her introduce herself. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I also will be doing a piece to salute Abiodun Oyewole, a native of Cincinnati like myself. I wanted to pay homage to him. This is called Something Beautiful. Something beautiful. I wanted to say something beautiful. How we turned garbage into gold. How we made a swamp fertile land. How we turned a curse into a blessing. How we made a nigger black. I wanted to say something beautiful that would make us stand up and be proud with the sun shining on our faces and in our hearts. I wanted to say, but the day wouldn't let me, and the skies were too gray. The air was choking my dreams, and all the smiles of my people turned to frowns. Are we so loving that we love what hates us? That we love what breaks us? That we love the pain that twists our minds into creatures we can't even recognize? Are we so strong that we play being weak? I wanted to say something beautiful that would lift us up, kick that depression to the curb, and walk tall in the middle of the storm. But the storm is raging, and we've been tossed about like rag dolls, played with by children of dogs. And we allow this, and we dance to this noise and call it music, dressed up with all this debris of a shad world where broken bodies and broken hearts and blisters from a swollen lie infect our world with disease. And yet, we are the only cure for the world gone mad. If we could stop and see and smell the flowers we planted so long ago. I wanted to say something beautiful, but ugly like a brick in my path keeps tripping me up, causing me to fall on my face and make me forget how beautiful we can be. That's that peace. And it can be found in the branches of the tree of life.
Gorgeous, very gifted. Gorgeous. Would you like to let everybody know who you are and where they can find you? And if you have anything that you would like to let them know that you have going on?
Absolutely. Thank you. I am gifted, and I hail from Cincinnati, Ohio, as I said earlier. And I have been the host and curator of a spoken word collaborative, can't speak, called the Spoken Word Soul for about 16 years, going on in October. It'll be 16 years for myself and my partner, Lady J. I can be found on Instagram under Gifted Johnson Wilkinson, where I host a number of live broadcasts and open mics under the Ain't Right page, as well as my own page. So please find me on Instagram, Gifted Johnson Wilkinson, or on Facebook now. I'm back. After I got hacked, I'm back. So find me, Gifted Johnson Wilkinson, on either of those platforms. It's my pleasure to be here tonight.
Wonderful. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right. We are going to keep this poetry show going. Right now, we are going to bring up D-Lynn center stage. Ask her to introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I am D-Lynn Lee, also known on social media as D Poetic Lee. I am a Christian poet. Majority of my work is known for that. You will see my faith in God string throughout all of my poetry. I'm also a published author, and I have another book, a new book that's actually going to come out later this year. This will actually be my second book. The first book came out last year, which is called Lift Up. It's inspirational devotions and poems. And then this next one is actually a collection of my poetry. But please find me on social media. I'm on all platforms. And like I said, you'll find me under D-Lynn Lee, which you'll see my name underneath the video here, or D Poetic Lee. But for this first piece, I am also doing a tribute to the last poets. And I am going to actually be reading True Blues. True Blues. Ain't no new news about who's been abused, for the blues is as old as my stolen soul. I sang the blues when the missionaries came, passing out Bibles in Jesus' name. I sang the blue in whole of the ship beneath the sting of the slave master's whip. I sang the blues when the ship anchored the dock, my family being sold on the slave block. I sang the blues being torn from my firstborn and hung my head and cried when my wife took her life and then committed suicide. I sang the blues on the slave master's plantation, helping him build his tree nation. I sang the blues in the cotton field, hustling to make the daily yield. I sang the blues when he forced my woman to bed. Lord knows I wish he was dead. I sang the blues on the run, ducking the dogs and dodging the gun. I sang the blues hanging from the tree in a desperate attempt to break free. I sang the blues from sun up to down, cursing the master when he wasn't around. I sang the blues in all his wars, dying for someone unknown cause. I sang the blues in the high tone, low moan, lone groan, soft grunt, hard funk. I sang the blues on land, sea, and air, about who, when, why, and where. I sang the blues in church on Sunday, slaving on Monday, misused on Tuesday, abused on Wednesday, accused on Thursday, fried alive on Friday, and died on Saturday. Show enough singing the blues. I sing the blues in the summer, fall, winter, and spring. I know show enough the blues is my thing. I sing the backwater blues, rhythm and blues, gospel blues, St. Louis blues, crosstown blues, Chicago blues, Mississippi goddamn blues, the Watts blues, Harlem blues, Hugh blues, Got Bucket blues, Funky Junkie blues. I sing the up north cigarette cough blues, the down south strung out my side mouth blues. I sing the blues black. I sing the blues blacker. I sing the blues blackest. I sing about my show enough blue blackness.
Beautiful, beautiful reading.
All right, D. Yeah.
I just would like to say these are some amazing poets. We're going to be getting to their own poetry in the next round. This round is definitely a tribute round. The ways that you can support these poets, they are letting you know. There are social media handles, if they have books, if they have events. And, you know, as artists, we all do love and appreciate all of the support. As far as this page goes, if you would like to subscribe and like this channel, that is how you can help us continue to support all of these other poets to their best potential. With that, I would like to bring Blood Brother Mike to the stage. Welcome. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing fine. Yourself? How's everyone doing today? Okay, I answered for y'all. I am Blood Brother Mike. I'm originally from Washington D.C., but currently residing in Delaware, the northern part of Delaware. I am a poet, a author. I host. I'm author. I do have a book out, which is called "The Plasma Thoughts of a Blood Brother," and it kind of looked like this. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's it. So I do that. I also host 2 shows on Instagram. One on my page, which is blood_brother_Mike. The name of the show is What's on the Grill, which is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central. And I also host on Tuesday, every Tuesday for the Ain't Right Tribe. I host what they call Tell Your Story Tuesday, where poets come in and do personal poems or just poems about, something storyline. So that's who I am. That's what I do. You can find me mainly on Instagram. I do have a Facebook handle, but it's not geared towards poetry. It's for my personal life. So basically, IG. And I would do a tribute to the last poets. The piece I'm going to do is called You Can't Kill Me. You can't kill what you can't see. How, oh how you tried to blow my brains out with bigotry, chop off my wings so I couldn't fly, and dare me to be me. Took my drum, broke my hands, yanked my roots right up out of the land, and riddled my soul with Jesus. And killed the mind with dreams, and the heart with desire. You called America, you called New York, called California, called Mississippi, or the West. You with your red, white, and blue dress, long straggly beard, pop belly, and soggy eyes, pulling rabbits out of your top hat, and rats with welfare checks, between their long yellow fangs, pull in your hair, and your disease is spreading everywhere. But you can't kill me. You can't shoot what you can't see. You thought you shot Malcolm, but you did. But all you did was multiply his power. You thought you shot Martin, and black folks still got stronger by the hour. You thought you blew away 4 little girls in Birmingham. The sweet spirit of a lamb cannot die or be denied, or life eternally, and we shall live through all the barrage of madness that tried to shoot us down in full and living color. We would live in spite of all, for Clifford, for Mark, Fred, Otis, Zaire, Arthur, Miss King, for George and Jonathan, and all the brothers and sisters who were sacrificed for the price of our freedom, and love for living, and dancing on clouds, sipping sun rays through a straw. We live in awe of ourselves. You can't kill me. You can't kill what you can't see. That's that piece.
Ooh. You put a little power into that.
All right, brother.
Excellent.
All right.
I got to represent the brothers, you know.
You did a great
Sir.
job.
No doubt.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We are going to continue along. We have Preston coming center stage. Welcome.
Well, thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Can you let everybody know who you are and where they can find you?
Well, I go by Touchstone_1. I also go by Fred E. Freeloader. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can find me on Instagram. I have a few pieces scattered here and there, but basically I'm just a brother who likes to write. And I have a piece, original piece, and it's called The Last Poet. It sounds like this. Capturing soul stories on teeming street corners, our day-to-day conspicuously on display, loud-speakered over jazzy interplay, recording our condition, angel-dusted or curled up in a bottle. It ain't helping me, but makes for good news and perpetuates the lie while Whitey's on the moon. It's winter in America, at least where I live. Ain't no new thing under the sun, never has been. Billy Green is still dead with more brothers dropping every day. The King Alfred plan is still in play. Plan B, the standby, just in case making America great again doesn't pan out. The revolution televising diluted truths while others refuse to see the obvious, oblivious to these ghetto blues, channeling our pain, experiences bled on record or from the stage, streaming our black live and in color, loosing inner city demons, sounds and syllables, providing cultural context and commentary. For those who missed it, opening eyes to the reason why we code switch and cool pose so much, just so they can see how the other half lives.
All right, Press.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And that voice. Woo. Jazzy. Very jazzy. I
That's right.
think that
That's
you guys
right.
done such a brilliant tribute to everyone. That was wonderful, wonderful readings and presentations. Uh, Everybody out there, do you know that we have a Facebook page? You can find us at the Poetry Corner on Facebook. If you're a poetry lover, you're going to be fascinated with all the different types of poetry and offerings from several different poets and genres. If you're a poet, you're going to want to touch down there because you can put your poetry in, you can put your events in, you can add books, anything that you like that's related to your art. And we would love to have you. It's a growing community and it's definitely worth a visit. I'm going to head back to Gifted now and let her welcome us with another piece.
Gifted.
All right. Technology. All right. I'm Black. I thought I'd make that declaration in case you missed it. See, I've checked the boxes for so long, trying to avoid the labels, making sure that you weren't uncomfortable or insecure, that I think I lost myself, making sure that you would only see my inner core and not my outer shell, because color doesn't matter until it does.
Hmm.
So I need you to see my inner shell as well as my outer shell. But color doesn't matter until it does. Don't be so loud. Don't draw attention. Don't speak up. Don't be like her, blaming us and saying that we're all the same. If he do that, then you would too. If she is like that, then you are too. Blaming it all on our skin tone. So I need you desperately to see my inner core as well as my outer shell. They're synonymous, hand in hand. It's my brand. See, we've got to make a change in our mindset, mode of operation. It's time to make a change. And no, not in spite of our lineage, but because of our lineage. We're no longer robbing Peter to pay Paul. We're robbing one another, gun to head, then to heart. We're playing the part. They are Willie lynching us, only want you if you're a damsel in distress. Save me, or buffoonery, dance, darky, dance, twerk, mama, twerk, mama, twerk. But no, it ain't only in my ass. It's in my hands. When I take a stance against black on white or black on black crime, it's in my voice as I raise it to elevate and empower our youth. It's in my blood as it boils each time there's a senseless crime against our kind. It's in my heart as it beats for life. I'm Black because I no longer check the boxes or seek approval of my identity in you. Measure my worth from status quo or feed off the illusion that you perceive. I no longer check the boxes. I'm Black because I was born this way. And I say it loud and I'm proud before it's too late and we've wiped out the identity of our human race. So say it loud. Say it. I'm Black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. Please do. Puff, puff, and pass that knowledge.
All right, Gifted. Yeah, that was real nice.
Gorgeous.
Real nice.
Such strength. That was a really great poem. There's so much inspiration in there. Exciting. Here we continue to go. I'm bringing back up Dylan to the center stage.
All right, wonderful. Gifted, I loved that. I loved that. All right. So actually, and kind of continuing, this is a poem, a spoken word that I wrote on Black history, actually. Just, this year alone, just making sure we stay focused on our heritage, our ancestry. And so this is a piece, it's literally titled, very simple, Black History. Black history, your history, Black history, my history. The reflection of my family, my ancestors, those in Virginia to those across the sea. How far back I trace to find the truth. School didn't help. They didn't understand because they didn't relate. Showing me pictures of Black-skinned men and women who they approved, those that seemed to be the most impactful, but in truth, it was a depictions of the ones who they considered as enough. Don't misunderstand me. Martin was great. Rosa Parks was a phenomenal woman. Malcolm X radically impactful. Even before them, Harriet made pass. Sojourner Truth spoke up no matter what. But what about the thousands who fought daily for their families through slavery? Bearing the marks, bruises, and cuts of whips and chains, who stood by the leaders in every march, attended church meetings, praying and crying aloud to God, who cheered when Martin spoke and listened as Harriet prayed. Those are the ones, Black history, your history, Black history, my history. As we live in the 21st century, new names are plastered across the internet. We tweet them, we record them, we IG post them. Murals depict their faces, memories of tomorrow's history, names that will be written in textbooks for our children's children. But what about the thousands who marched in the streets, not rioting, but chanting a rallying cry? Who posted blackout pics online and hashtagged Black Lives Matter, who wear their African dress Sundays at church, praising God for the generations he kept. Oh, and never forgetting that Black is beautiful. I'm speaking about the ones that are Black history, your history, Black history, my history. We may not start a movement, but we can be a part of it. We may not lose a loved one from injustice, but we can cry about it. We may not have our names written in history, but we can tell our children who will carry on our names, our legacies. We may not have our faces and names painted on city walls or across t-shirts, but have no shame, wear theirs with pride. We are all still a part of history, whether minute or known across the world. Don't stop telling your story. Don't stop standing up or sitting down. Don't stop praying. Keep trusting God. Tell your family what you experienced, how you felt, what you chanted, what you waved across the sky. Create your own record, for we are all writers. From the day we were born, Black history started. This is Black history, your history, Black history, my history, Black history, our history. And that's that piece.
All right,
Wonderful.
D. Yeah.
This poetry keeps on getting more and more powerful. I feel like these poets are just warming up. Let's not stop the way it's flowing. Let's bring Blood Brother Mike back up center stage.
Mm-hmm.
I was debating which way to go until she did that piece. So I'm gonna do a piece that echoes her piece to a degree. It's called I Cry. I cry. They want us to stop talking, but I can't. Black existence is too important. Our history walk with this country. Without us, they have nothing. So I cry. My people unlearn will stop talking. I repeat, my people unlearn will stop talking. They will only repeat the same 3 names. No research, so their children are lost. So I cry. Ancestors are quiet if we are. Ancestors are quiet if we are. Their life work will never be known. We will never know our own worth. So I cry. Black history is 365. Keep learning and teaching so I won't have to cry anymore. That's that piece.
All right, brother. All right.
I think we got some fire going on in
Yes.
here. We're going to have fire engines rolling up on us soon. I'm not going to stop any of this. We're going to bring Preston right back up here.
Building a bridge.
This piece is called A Blues for Mimo. Obey was my given name before they stole me, sold me, bartered for beads, bid for on auction blocks. Humanity seized freedom, bargained for eternity. They changed my name to Mimo, an aberration of memory, labeled me chattel, tried to take my God, my language, my history, my people, throw away my past, work out my future, leave my soul for dead, but I was resurrected in the belly of my ancestors, Lazarus-like, loosed, liberated to live again, brandishing Harriet's shotgun, extricating antiquated ideas of belonging, chasing cycles of seasons, staring into mirrored youth, fingers on fate's rewinding clocks, images of Kush, peering backwards into truth, out of body becoming, reclaiming what was, reflections of elders, land of rulers once. Remnants of red summers, blood-splattered, triggered epiphanies. Where are the citizens of the night? Forever brothers, kin that crossed over. This is for those whose ships never sailed or unraveled sails, stuck in safe harbors, mired in yesterdays. Next stop, antiquity, when everybody looked like me.
Oh. All right, go on, brother, go on.
Fantastic. You know, I think that every single one of these poets has an incredible use of wordplay, and it is just adding the power. Their presentation is just outrageously wonderful. Everyone, if you're enjoying the show, we just ask you to like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of future shows. Trust us, we try to bring more and more powerful poets that you are just going to fall in love with. We're not going to stop this tonight. We're going to go back to Gifted, and we're going to let her fire up the stage again.
This is a revolution. This is a revolution against the extinction of you. This is a war against the crimes keeping you down, because you're more than a conqueror. Take your mind and your street time and combine. No weapon can be formed against you, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power that will be the tool to fight this mass destruction. So this is a revolution. Stand up. Stand up for your right. Take aim at that very thing that you believe that you want to receive. You've got to believe it to receive it. You've got to believe it to receive it. Gun and holster, never quite making it out. Finger on the trigger, no bullet in sight. Shoes on your feet, but never your feet getting any motion. You're stuck in this never-ending cycle. So you need to take aim. Take a glimpse in that mirror Put your battle marks on and prepare to fight. This here ain't no ordinary fight. This here is your life. This is your life. Am I my sister's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Am I my sister, my brother, and my auntie and my cousin's keeper? You damn right. But first, I'm a keeper and sister to myself. Because this here is a revolution, and they'll take you out, make you not even count, make your voice not heard. Not heard for spreading the words, delivering the message that needs to go out, the truth that needs to be spoken. This here is a revolution. So yes, as my sister's keeper, as my brother's keeper, I tell you, take aim. Take aim at that target, that very thing that someone once told you was a waste of your time, the very thing that someone told you you will never find, and charge. Charge. Why not? This is a revolution against your life. So it's time that you take a stand and fight for your dreams.
Listen to this.
All right now. All right.
I'm not going to let it cool off for a second. Come on. Come on up, Dillian.
Okay. All right. I was debating about my next piece and I keep going back and forth. Oh my goodness. I hope we get 4 pieces in. And I'm sure my fellow poets can attest. We'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to do this one. This is actually because I know we're kind of doing tributes, and this one to me is very special because it's actually tribute to not only my own mother but just all mothers. And without our mothers, none of us would be here. But this piece is actually called "Mother is Not All She Is," and it's my take on a modern day acrostic style poem. But mother is not all she is. M is for maternal lineage, the blood flowing from generation after generation after generation of women who loved, prayed, and sacrificed for their children. The very women who resemble humbleness are considered notable and indescribably strong with a strength misunderstood by many. You see, mother is not all she is. Oh, is for overseer as mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, great-great-grandmothers utilize their keen oversight to protect their children, providing for their household and exhibiting the Proverbs 31 woman. Our ancestors taught us that she is not perfect, but strives to walk in wisdom and character, whether seen or unseen. You hear, mother is not all she is. T is for treasure, the very jewel she encompasses in the way she dresses, acts, and speaks, how she styles her hair, the outfit she coordinates, the shoes she wears, and the purses she carries. Realizing that the intangibles are the unmatched prices she bears of loyalty, dignity, and poise. She is the treasure the family circle requires. You witness, mother is not all she is. H is for heritage, the legacy she leaves among her family, friends, and community, having a heart to serve, build up, and improve. Her name is her heritage, how we will remember, how we will see her children grow, how her mark is made. You tell others, mother is not all she is. E is for emotion because she cares above most. Emotionally equipped, knowing when to cry for others and herself, knowing when to laugh and celebrate with family and friends who achieve. She is balanced and knowing every emotion God created within her to express what is necessary. You have to know, mother is not all she is. R is for the relationship, the connection she values in life, standing faithful as a mother, believer, friend, advocate, supporter, discerner, listener, learner, teacher, wife, aunt, widower, fighter, survivor, dependent, independent. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. For she is genuinely unique in every way. For mother is not all she is. And that's that piece.
Woo.
All right, D.
That was a very
Talk
beautiful
that talk.
piece.
Talk that
Well
talk.
thought out. Well thought out. I'm sure mothers everywhere are cheering on for that one. That was delightful. All right, Blood Brother, we're back to you, my friend.
So you just heard a piece on mothers. So I'm gonna grab a piece out of my book on fathers, and it's a little personal. It's about me and those that have experienced the darker side of fatherhood, and the piece speaks for itself. So here we go. It's called My Youngest Ancestor. This unyielding pain would never go away. Death interrupted my life. It's different this time. Snatch a child after 30 minutes of life. A child I won't see grow. Teach to ride a bike. No after-school programs. This stiff child in my arms. Her last breath forever in my face. This moment my father could not prepare me for. A moment when my strength got tested. I cried alone in the car. Enough tears to overflow dry banks. Just 30 minutes. That's that piece.
Ooh,
All right, brother.
that was powerful. It was like a kick in the gut. That was something. Ladies and gentlemen, these poets have just brought us, and they will continue to bring us for another round here. They have continued to bring us some incredible poetry. So do support this channel, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of future shows. You have been told how to follow these poets on social media. We're going to bring Preston up, and then when we get into the the last round, I'm going to ask each of the poets when they're finished to remind you how you can find them on social media. Preston?
This piece is called Jazz Plus Poetry, and it sounds like this. Sitting sideways on an inkwell, trading bars with Coltrane, his horn, my words, a modal revolution, emancipating my quill, I chasing that elusive blue train in hopes the wise one will inspire me. Inject this pen with timbre and swing so I can flow like he did, abounding in trademark sheets of sound, incendiary impressions with each stroke of pen, improvising under inkwell, winding, unyielding, hard bop lines, written subliminal, blue phrases coursing red through veins, searching for perfect intonation, rebellious explorations and protest anthems, pushing into paper, syncopated rhythms laced with consciousness, cogent interpretations, elven snarehead kicks, but it goes deeper. Garrison walking ostinato, leaping over faith and color lines. Uh-oh, here comes the breakdown. Tired of colorblind confessionals about how skin color don't faze you? Then smile as you fade me invisible, feigning confusion like you can't see me. McCoy's block chords banging. Every time this melanin pops, the Browning effect gets heavier. We ain't singing Negro spirituals anymore. We swinging down insurrectionist vibes, riding coattails of Coltrane's tenor. There's rage underneath this sun-kissed magnificence. Hear it simmering to boiling point.
Woo!
All right now, sound like a mic drop to me.
I know, right? Thankfully I didn't get popped up on the screen right away because I had to catch my breath after that. Okay, these poets, they got one more round in them for our time here. And I'm awe-inspired, and I'm sure that you are too. So I will just quickly remind you and bring you up in the same order again. When you're finished reading your poetry, please do let everyone here know how to follow you on social media should they want to know more about you and follow you and your poetry. Gifted?
Thank you. This is like a river. Don't see me as I untangle these knots of deception. Brainwashed ideology is the conflict of interest in our heads playing their game. Step 1, pull your card. Step 2, find your position. Step 3, roll the dice, move forward, get kicked back down, then 2 steps back. Step 4, this game is rigged. Toss out these rules. Now let us, just us, begin. Understanding that up in the authenticity of our freedom is the new game. Smiling, cordially, having those difficult conversations, educating the wrongs and hoping that they'll get it right. Don't see me as I form these new alliances and I began to climb stealth-like movements. Books old are no longer providing the education or equipped for us to be reading from. We got a new script. We got a new script, and it's hailing from a mountaintop. It's hailing from a mountaintop. Freedom. Freedom is on the line. So wake up. Wake up. Government cheese isn't free. It's never been free. Imprisonment of goals, disintegration of the families, unbinding of the liberties of a union is never without a cost. Wake up. Summon the cry of our ancestors and allow their tenacity to take hold of your being. Spirit animal awakens. Freedom. She makes a lot of beautiful noise when she's broken from the entanglement of their webs. So don't let them see you in flight, lifting up in that light of their shade as you untangle from all of these chains and disconnect from their web. Sweet melodies ring as we build for the long game. We were built for this. So keep striving, keep climbing, keep finding the beauty that we were meant to be. And like a river, we'll be running free. So don't let them see you as you untangle those knots of deception and become free.
Incredible.
All
Please
right,
let everybody know where they can find you on social media, because Lord knows they're going to want to follow you.
I am Gifted Johnson Wilkinson on Instagram as well as Facebook, and that's Gifted, just like it sounds, just like the present, and Johnson Wilkinson, just like it sounds, all one word. I go by the name of Gifted here in the city, and when I'm performing, I also have 2 books that can be found on Amazon, My 30 and My 30 2020 Vision. Am I getting that right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
Lovely. Oh,
there we go. And then I have my book Ripples coming soon.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Ripples will be out soon.
Congratulations on that. That is wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And Michelle has put up your handle there on the profile. Thank you for that, Nisha.
Oh, thank you so much,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, please, the pleasure is ours to have you join us. I'm going to bring up Dylan now.
All right, for my last piece, this is actually a charge to everyone, whether you're a poet or if you're just watching in or will listen in later on. This is just encouragement to you all that, and it's kind of coming off of Gifted too in that last beautiful poem she just gave, to keep doing what you're doing. Okay, it gets hard out here. We know this. If I can tell you how hard it was to write one book, and I'm on 2, but someone here on 19 and 20, which
20?
goals, we all have goals. But this piece is actually called The Miracles We Need. Okay. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure. Witnessing when it happens, a moment that turns unbelievers into believers. Believers who now believe anything is possible because of one miracle. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure. The actions of a community, a nation, forgetting selfish thoughts and turning solely towards helping another who is helpless and without help that is now helpful, for their lives have been changed, molded by the kindness and love of others. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure, the very thing we put our faith in God for, because he is a miracle worker, the one who does not fail even when failure is all we feel or think. He supplies hope for those who are hopeful, changing their hearts to hopefulness, the hopefulness of a testimony that if he did, then she can, then they can, then I can. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure, of the family who just lost a loved one and in the darkest hours of the night find comfort in knowing their beloved is not suffering anymore, that their struggle is over and that the living must continue on for now. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure, of that woman who gives her all, like the woman who gave 2 mites, which was not enough for the world, but everything to God. Or the man who donates his time, his energy, creating a legacy that will outlive him. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure, seeing the college student who desires to change the world, who simply starts by volunteering because no one else will take the time to. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure. It's the people standing next to you, the ones that smile at you in the grocery store line, who wave at you while you pick up your kids safely from school, knowing they survived today. It's a miracle we need. It's a miracle we treasure that will change the world, our world, the one we inhabit and have been charged to care for. Knowing that in giving, we give more than just money, more than just time, but unknown love and indescribable hope. We are the miracles we need. We are the miracles to treasure. And that's the end of that piece. Yes, I want to thank you all once again. My name is Dylan Lee. You can find me on social media. Handle is DPoeticLee. Please look me up. Like I said, I already have one book out. It's called Lift Up, Inspirational Poems and Devotions. My next one coming out will be later this year, and it's called Reverence. It's a collection of poetic pieces as well. But thank you so much. I truly enjoyed my time tonight with you all.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely wonderful. We have a few more pieces left, so don't go anywhere. Make sure that you like and subscribe our channel. Hit the notification bell to get notified of future shows. We do come on this channel quite often, and we would love to have you join us yet again. I'm going to bring up Brother Mike and let him entertain us one more time tonight.
Ooh, thank you. I was debating which way to go with this one, but I'm gonna go this direction, and we're gonna go with that. This piece is called One Jazzy Thought. Once again, it's found in my book, The Plasma Thoughts of a Blood Brother. Here we go. Her deep tone settles my mind, providing foundation once hard to find. Upper register, upper register elevates me above the clouds, a higher plane, scatting new languages. Only a jazzy mind can relate. Sunny stick, blowing body and soul, mentally to me. Thank God for music. She blesses me. That is that piece. Once again, you can find me at blood_brother_Mike on Instagram. And thank you for inviting me. I thoroughly enjoyed being here with these talented people.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate having you. I mean,
Absolutely.
word up.
Absolutely. Our pleasure has been all of these talented guests tonight. We're going to continue on with Preston.
So I'm going to finish up with this piece called Sicily. And it sounds like this. First leading lady, the essence of black beauty, rich, Stygian, melanin perfection, classic hip, humility her trademark, soulful to the bone, even the birth of Cool lost his nerve. Before Viola, Taraji, Hallie, or Alfrey, she bum-rushed the stage, standing 6 decades deep, steeped in exceptional, honing her craft, defining what it means to be strong, resilient, and gifted. Blessed beyond measure, a divine sister, this Harlem Bloom, diminutive in stature, but not in talent. I first found her in Sounder, running across a lily-white screen toward Paul Winfield's Nathan Lee, and again opposite Sammy Davis Jr.'s tragic jazz trumpeter, a man called Adam. And when she struggled, we felt it. When she overcame, we felt that too. Sicily's characters were us, and together we walked across oceans like our ancestors before us, proud, heads upwards, telling black stories, leaving smiles on faces, her presence elevating us higher, reminding us we were better than others would have us believe, lifting us out of negative connotations and generational curses, we remembering the kings and queens inside.
Power.
All right,
Power.
brother. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Let everybody know where they can find you before you step off the stage here.
I, again, Touchstone_1 or Freddie Freeloader if you like jazz. And you can find me on Instagram.
Okay, so, and just so that everybody knows, that Instagram handle, it's Fred_E_freeloader. And it is a great page. If you're into jazz, even if you're not, the page is just spectacular. So make sure you find Preston and all of these other wonderful guests tonight. My name is Valerie Lorraine, and I can be found at Valerie_Lorraine_poetic author on Instagram. I can be found at welcome. I can also be found at Valerie Lorraine, poetic author on Facebook. I have a book out called Falling. So that is available by getting a hold of me through DMs for a signed copy or on Amazon. So those are the ways that you can find me and support my work. Right now, I'm going to hand this over to King and ask him if he would close out our show. But before he does that, I'm just going to give a very special thank you to our producer, Quinten Ford. He's behind the scenes, and he's the one who makes all this magic happen seamlessly. So we are so thankful for him. And King, we're going to bring you up, and I'm going to ask if you would close us out with one of your pieces.
Sure.
Thank you.
King Atterbury. I can be found on Instagram, King Atterbury Inc. And here's my piece titled Feeling It. Standing on 2 towers of power rejuvenated. For too long I waited with patience on revelation. Changed up my cadence because I finally made it. It's now the 4th quarter. I'm returning to the basic. At 18, my higher learning was teachings that was forgotten. Instead of clock watching, I settle for better options. Let the shadow people facing their own situations. Without evaluating, I'm dating an occupation. Found light that sent my aura glowing without energy. That other side of me exposed they offended me. Protecting my inner being with an all-eye seeing. Intuition powerful enough to read blank feelings. Any backdoor convo is not even 100. Probably weak funded by the insecure coming. Instigators running two lips just for kicks. Easy to check a snitch that be squealing behind a myth. Revenge of the shit. Here's a conscious black fist raised in the air till all my people get their wish. Word to the wise, me and my chick stay dormant. It's an unconditional love that is birthed inside our stomach. King.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all the guests here for all the beautiful and amazing pieces. This dedication tonight to the last poets and one of my favorites, who was my teacher in high school, Mr. Abi O'Doon. And out there in the poetry universe, poetry world, we want to thank all the people tuning in, Facebook, YouTube. Give a strong salute. And as I always say, peace, love, and poetry. We out of here.